Namaste, and welcome to our continuing series, Interviews with Disciples and Devotees. Today I have the honor of introducing you to Prema. Namaste, Prema. How did you first hear of Sri Aurobindo and Mother?
I actually came to Pondicherry and then I came for a course here.
What year was that and what
This
was the course?
2015-16, and the course was on Indian psychology. It was a 2-semester course conducted at IPI, Indian Psychology Institute. And at that time, I did not know of Sri Aurobindo or Mother.
Oh.
And I was just I don't know, I just felt an inclination to do a course. And just before that I had completed a course on art therapy, and after that I was feeling like, okay, I'm not an art therapist, there's something more to this than so I happened to hear about IPI through a friend who was doing, again, very short term courses with them, like doing just a weekend. So I thought I would try something like that and just understand what they are doing. So
This was an art course.
This is the Indian psychology course.
Indian psychology.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
So
IPI, yes.
yeah. So this was this was in I think 2013, 2014. I first heard about the course, and I soon inquired that if they have a similar course, and at that time they said there was none. And then one day I was traveling and I came back and I opened my email and I saw this email saying that we are doing a second round of application for the Indian psychology course. And when I read the email, that evening was the last date. And I saw this email around, I think, 4 o'clock or something, and 5 o'clock was like the deadline. And the course was a surprise, because what I was thinking was, this is a course which I heard about, was a course that I would come and do every once a month. I had to visit. So this was what this girl whom I know was doing, and I thought it would be a similar course.
And where were you living at the time?
At that time, I was living in Kerala, in Cochin.
In Cochin.
Yeah. So then I saw this course and I read that it was like a residential course, like we had to be in Pondicherry. It was an 8-month long course. And I just don't know, something in me was very strong to just sit there and apply right away and right there. And I just did all the writings, and I didn't even proofread it the second time. Like, I just sent the email directly. Like, I mean, I don't think it was really me. Like, something in me was like really pushing me to just do this. And I sent the email, and within like 15-20 minutes I received a reply saying you're shortlisted. And this was from Matthias, who has been a devotee of Sri Aurobindo and Mother for a long time. Matthias.
Matthias?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, yes, I know him very well.
Yeah. So this email, so even at that time I didn't know of Sri Aurobindo and Mother, but the subjects that they had put, and the way they had described the course was very interesting. And it said they have, the subjects were integral yoga, Upanishads, Bhagavad Gita, Patanjali's Yoga Sutra, and so these were all the courses, the course titles. So I don't know, something was like so intriguing for me to like come and do the course. So I just came here, and it was through this course that I actually got introduced to, I would rather say I got introduced to the works of Sri Aurobindo and Mother than Sri Aurobindo and the Mother themselves.
Matthias was heading this?
Yeah, Matthias was doing this, and Niljay was also one of our teachers, and we had Sampath as one of our other teachers, and Vladimir was also one of our teachers.
Yeah,
so
he's
we
in
had
America now.
Yes, he's in
South
America
Carolina.
now. Yes.
He's about 2 hours from my house.
Oh, Okay,
And
okay.
he's with the Sri Aurobindo Center Southeast.
Yes. My partner is doing a Sanskrit course with him, so I'm updated about these.
Online?
Yeah.
Oh, marvelous.
So I'm updated about Vladimir's whereabout because he's doing the course.
And what
with
did
him.
your partner think of your staying away for eight months?
Well, it was not really, for it was, I didn't discuss with him prior, or like, this was never in my plan, and there was a huge push. And when I said, he was like, you said this is going to be like, once a month visit and you're going to move away. So we were living in at that time, and so it at that time it looked like a step out from the relationship. But in some way I feel this also like really nurtured the relationship as well, because we have always been living like that in the past as well. And even now that even we are married, we are I'm here right now and he's at his work. So this confluence has always been part of our relationship. So it was, but still, 8 months was a long time. And but I am very happy looking back now, and I would not trade anything else for my life, for in exchange for this course.
And you are aware that the divine called you?
This is
Somewhat aware.
yeah, because one of the moments I was having a very overwhelming moment, and I was asking like why. And I remember I have this very vivid memory, and this still like puts me in a space of joy. And I was speaking to Neil J, and she was telling me that the one who chooses the divine is chosen by the divine. And I think this was written
Very true.
by Sri Aurobindo. But she said it, and somehow it was really fulfilling to hear it at that time, because yeah, even when I think of it now, like it's a very very fulfilling and a very honoring moment.
How I feel that she's a very great soul, Neelcha.
Yeah.
I've always felt that.
Yeah.
Now, then how did you become interested in knowing about Mother?
As I said, like I just feel very connected to their works, because we were introduced in the course towards their work. And I somehow see like this is now the foundation of my life, the works that they have written. And when I read it, I really feel that this has I have through that 8 months I really laid, maybe now I'm constructing the house, and this was really the foundation. So this is the analogy that keep coming to my mind whenever um, when I think about the course, because a year from the course, uh, IPI had reached out to us asking, like what is your reflection now? And when at that time, when I was thinking about this, I was thinking, when the course finished, I was thinking, okay, all my life works is done. Now I'm just going to get go and running, and all is fine. But only after 1 year, where I still was like, understanding and finding myself and trying to get what I want to do in life. When I reflected on how the journey was, I felt that I was really just laying down the foundation in that 8 months that I was there. And we were really being handheld and guided by these precious teachers. And yeah, it's yeah, it was very fulfilling. And since then it has really been a thread for me to like, it has been an anchor. So I keep coming back to this work for my personal anchor.
Where do you live now?
Right now, I was living in Bangalore the past 2 years, but right now I'm volunteering at Matri Mandir Garden. So the 2 months I've been here, I don't know where I'm living actually.
Very interesting.
I feel at home at many, like where I am, I just feel at home. So for me, like
Wherever you are.
yeah, wherever I am. Yeah.
And have you had any experiences of Sri Aurobindo or Mother?
I don't. Okay. When you ask like that, once I think in an IPI course, during the course, like there was a moment when when we were in the class, like I still have this frame, and I just felt the presence of a very beautiful light. And it was, I mean, it's not like I saw it or any of this, it's just the
You felt
feeling.
it.
Yeah, it's
Yes,
just the
yes.
feeling. And yeah, that was one moment. And I feel like really, I feel so good when I'm in the ashram, and it's very beautiful. Every, like, my mind just settles, and I feel very rested and very calm and held, and it's a very beautiful feeling that I experience when I'm in the ashram. And one of the first times, I think this was the very first time I visited Matri Mandir, at the inner chamber, like, it was really overwhelming for me. Like, I just felt like, there was energy hitting me, like, from the central crystal. And actually after that I couldn't drive and I couldn't really function. And it took some time for me to, like, really, integrate and be within myself. This is all reflections. At that time, I didn't know what was happening, only now that I can put words to it. But one of the key experiences I would like to mention about it is that I was in the sorry, I was in the peace petal once, and it was a very disturbing time for me on the outside. This was after the IPI course was over, and this was still like one year, past 1 year from our course. I was still unsure what I wanted to do,
Finding your way.
finding my
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
Yeah. So at that time there was a lot of chaos around me, um, and I just remember that I went to the peace petal, and I still somehow um, don't see like I have a great connection with Sri Aurobindo or Mother. But at that day, at that moment, I was like, Mother, just give me peace. Like, please bring down peace in each and every cell of my body. I don't know where that prayer came from, but it was really like it really came out from somewhere. And it was yeah, it was a very moving moment. And I came out, and it was and that evening I actually fell ill, and all was good was my physical. Like, all the rest of the stuff was chaos any which ways, and the physical was the one which was doing good. But I was having immense back pain, and I was just like, I had a ticket booked that evening, I had to cancel that. I was in my friend's bed. Again, it went on for a couple of days. I didn't know what to do. Um, and at that time, Matthias came to visit me, and I was like, I asked for peace, and this is what I get. He's like, yeah, this is understandable. When you ask for peace, all that is not peace in your life, you need to work on it so that peace can come in. So, so this was very interesting for me to really understand and grasp within that, when we are really asking, it's not how we think. The answers are not given like, okay, the wrapper is here and you can eat your chocolate now. No, it's really, it comes in the entire package of, going and getting the chocolate, and then, coming back, sitting it, unwrapping, and then having it. So it's really, I had to work with my body. And since then, it has been a great pivot for me, because I've never been physically active until then. So since that moment, I started doing exercises, I took treatment, and now I'm perfectly fine, because I'm still continuing exercises now, 2 or 3 years down the lane. So this really brought some awareness in my physical body. And in the course of time that I was getting my treatment, and fixing the back pain and all of that, all the other things started to fall in place. So like, like, even few months from that prayer, when I second time came back, after I was cured, or after I was feeling well, when I came back to the petals, I was so much ahead of where I was. So yeah, even now I would say that there is a lot more peace than where I was before that submission of prayer. So
What books have you liked the most of Sri Aurobindo and Mother?
Um, I I particularly like these smaller books which are compilations like Living Within and
Like Dalal's
yeah, the last kind of compilations, because it's I feel it's very easy and accessible to their work, and it's very great for random readings. Like if I need an immediate guidance, I can just open and read that. And I've always been very intrigued and interested in record of yoga. So this is,
see.
and I don't know, somehow I like to understand their lives really. And this is also why I feel that, I want to meet people who have met Mother, been with Mother, spent time with her, because I somehow, somewhere I feel that, for me to have that connection with them, I need to understand their lives and how their life has been. So it's really beautiful for me to read. It's not that I read so much, but still, I really, whenever I read, I really enjoy reading the record of yoga. And I want to read Mother Sajinda as well, but it's just I've not gotten into it yet. But this is also one of the reasons I wanted to meet you, because I really wanted to know how Mother was and how she dealt with people, and somehow I felt that my connection to them is through meeting these people who have spent time with them.
Can I ask you what you're doing at Matrimondia Gardens?
Matrimondial Gardens, I'm working with this person Karthik, who's also Frederick. Yeah, Frederick Karthik. So I'm just following whatever is given that day.
Physical work.
Yeah, physical work. So some days it's putting seeds, and some days it's transplanting. Some days, today I did a lot of mulching. There was in the Ananda garden, there are like a lot of hibiscus. So because the summer is coming, we were like putting mulch in the around the
yes,
roots
to
and
protect the
on the
roots, yes.
soil. So this was what I did today. And some days we are, bringing compost and dumping compost around the plant. So it's whatever has to be done.
Wonderful. Um, it was my work to build the gardens.
Okay.
That's the work Mother gave me.
Okay.
To come and build the gardens of the Matrimondia.
Okay.
And that was the first 12 years of Aurobindo that I stayed here and worked on that. Built the Matrimondia nursery.
Okay.
And then started planting the gardens. All the grasses were planted there. I had a nice team, wonderful team. 12, 15 people worked with me.
Okay.
It was a beautiful experience. Now, where are you living at the moment?
At the moment, I'm living in Swedam.
That one I don't know.
It's a community, maybe like 1 kilometer from Matrimondia.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's all. So fairly close.
Yeah.
And when will your husband move here?
I don't know. I somehow feel
everything is unknown at the moment.
Yeah,
Right?
everything is unknown.
Which is wonderful, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Have you met Dr. Dalal?
No, I have not met Dr.
Oh, it'd be nice if you could meet him one day. He's very elderly now.
Okay.
Walking very slowly, but a very great soul, I feel.
Okay.
What about your family? Any interest in yoga?
I don't know. I don't know, but I have. They definitely know of the mother, because I have heard. I've seen a small picture of. I didn't know this before. Only after I came to Pondicherry and went back, I actually noticed the picture. There's a very small picture of Mother and Sri Aurobindo in my mother's kitchen on like the side, where she does put flowers. My mom. So, but I don't know if there is like a, if they know of them, or like somebody who is, because Mother is commonly known as Annai among people who speak Tamil. So, so in a family, one of my aunt's mother-in-law, she was a devotee, I think, because she's used to have like big pictures of Mother and Sri Aurobindo, and she would offer flowers. And I remember my aunt telling me that she was very happy when she heard that I came to Pondicherry and I was studying. So yeah, there maybe she gave my mother the small picture or something. I don't know, but I I'm not sure if they have other strong
I'm noticing your
connections.
pendant.
Yeah.
This is a special thing.
This is actually made of pine cones. This is made by these folks in the US. It's called Third Eye Pine Cones, and this is also my wedding pendant.
Ah,
So this is what me and my husband exchanged as a symbol
wonderful.
of our union.
You have any idea if you'll stay here for a while?
I have no idea, but I feel very good when I come here, even if it's Pondicherry or Auroville. Um, and somewhere, like, I do remember this one thing that, like, when I came, the very first time I came to Pondicherry, I think was much earlier, like maybe like some 10 years ago or something. And I came with friends. And when I was going around this place, I remember feeling very calm and very, like, now I can say I was feeling silence. I didn't know at that time. But I was feeling very good, and I do remember that I said, like, or expressed within myself that it would be so good to come and stay here. So, and after that, I didn't think of it at all.
Yeah.
And when the time came, and when I was living here, and when I was walking around, I suddenly remembered that, a long time back, I had such a wish. So, so even now, like, I sometimes feel I would come here, but I don't know. I really don't know.
It's very good to be open,
Yeah,
and the guidance will come.
yeah.
It will come because of your sincerity. Yeah. What languages do you speak?
I speak English, Malayalam, Tamil, and Hindi.
Oh,
Yeah,
very good. Very good.
yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.